...2015 was a great year for new four-wheel drives, particularly one-tonne utes. Most of the manufacturers gave us all new utes or heavily modified upgraded ones. But what's also slipped in under the radar was a couple of great new wagons, and they're all based on those four-wheel drive utes. The Ford Everest based on the Ranger, Toyota Fortuner based on the always popular Hilux, and the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport replaces the Challenger and based on Triton underpinnings. Those three new cars joined the Isuzu MU-X and the Holden Colorado 7. We've had our fun with the utes last year, now we've got the 5 new wagons out for a bit of time in the bush. Well, what else can we say about the Ford Everest? We just gave it our four-wheel drive of the year for 2015, so you know we like it. The Everest is all new as a wagon, takes the underpinnings of the Ranger, the updated 3.2 litre engine, 6-speed auto, puts coil springs with a Watts link under the back, 7-seat wagon, plenty of space. This is really the big beast out of this group of cars, and it's got that big car feel. The bigger 5-cylinder engine than anything else, big dashboard, big bonnet. It really feels the part, and it loves just eating up these mountain tracks. The Isuzu MU-X is really the tough toiler amongst this little group of cars we've got today. It's one of the older ones amongst us, but there's nothing wrong with it, it still goes really nice. The 3-litre engine is legendary. It's been around forever and a day. I think Noah had one in the Ark, but it just keeps on going. The gearbox is nice. It doesn't have too many speeds, but it's got enough. You can buy it with a manual, unlike some of these other cars, you can't get a manual gearbox in, and it's just a good, solid, honest performer. You can't argue with it at all. The seating position in it is, nice. It can do a bit more firmness in the suspension. The drivetrain, it's a part-time four-wheel drive system. You can get them in two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Honest thing, good price, really sharp on a winner. Victorian High Country. Toyota will tell you this is Land Cruiser country, but this time they've served us up with the Toyota Fortuner. Another all-new model for Australia, taken on the success of the Hilux and turned it into a nice refined wagon package. It's got the new 2.8 litre engine, 6-speed auto, part-time four-wheel drive system, same as a Hilux, coil springs under the back, 7 seats. It's a real perfect family car. Got the top spec model again, they call it the Fortuner Crusade. Typical Toyotas, the quality and refinement inside is really top notch. It rides beautifully, it's comfortable, plenty of good vision out of the windscreen. This is a real winner of a car. One of the great things about the Ford Everest coming onto the market is it brought back that Ford versus Holden rivalry. Because the Colorado 7's been around for a while now in this market, the 7-seat family wagon four-wheel drive, and it's still a pretty good thing. One thing it's got over all the others is the most torque, 500 Newton metres. It's really got some punch when you put your foot down, which works out well when you're climbing these steep hills up in the high country. It's not the most refined car, it's a bit noisy, the engine's noisy, plastics inside are a bit harsh, but it's got that Holden feel about it, plenty of dealers around, all that sort of stuff. You can take it anywhere, you know you're always going to get some service. It is getting an upgrade, probably third quarter 2016. We're expecting to see a new nose on it, maybe some more refinement inside. Engines will probably stay the same, we don't really know yet, Holden won't tell us too much, but it's going to make a good thing better. For many years now, we've had the Mitsubishi Challenger as the baby brother to the Pajero, if you will. It's just a smaller car based on the Ute chassis. But at the end of 2015, Mitsubishi lobbed a brand new one on us, Challenger replacement, but they've called it the Pajero Sport, which is a name it inherits from other markets around the world. And like the old Challenger, it's based on the Triton chassis. New model, gets all new styling, love it or hate it, it's pretty radical. Gets the brand new 2.4 litre engine from the Triton, which is a good thing. Big difference is this thing's got an 8-speed automatic transmission in it, more gears than any of these other ones. It's got Super Select 4-wheel drive system, gives you the option of 2-wheel drive or full-time 4-wheel drive, plus low and high range. Plenty of features in this car. This is the Exceed spec modelling, full of luxury, leather trim, the whole bit. A little bit smaller inside, but also a hell of a lot cheaper. This XC is actually cheaper than the base spec Ford Everest, so good value for money package. We've had these 5 family station wagons out on the tracks, on the back roads for a couple of days now. We've been inside them and we've found that the Holden and the Isuzu both have great seating positions and heaps of room in the back seat. Out on the tracks we found out that the Toyota Fortuner has really nice ride quality. And on the back roads, that Mitsubishi 8-speed auto is a really nice piece of gear too. But there's no denying the Ford Everest is the pick of the bunch. That's why it was our 4x4 of the year for last year. But it comes at a cost too. It's a pretty expensive thing at 60 grand plus. Each of the cars has its good and bad points, and to read all about those idiosyncrasies, pick up the April issue of 4x4 Australia magazine and read all about it.